So last time we met, spirits were very high, things are going well. I quite like this Premier League mark. What a difference a month makes. Oh dear. I'm semi-joking when I say this, but if you're of a sensitive disposition, you might want to avert your eyes for the next bit, because there is extreme violence towards Billericay Town in this next clip. We lost 7-1. 7-1 at home to Arsenal. Oh my god, it was just awful. Just awful. The worst thing could have happened. Graham Gebby had to come back into the squad. Arsenal were incredible. Mikero got 4 goals, was brilliant. Osimhen, Tomiyasu also getting in there. They have a brilliant squad, but we were just atrocious. The fact we even got a goal, we didn't really deserve it. You look at the XG, this is such a nonsense. They had 2.85 XG, they scored 7 goals. What a nonsense. And while we haven't had loads of other 7-1 stuffings, since the last time we met, we did lose 4-0 to United. Beat West Ham 2-1 at home, and you thought, brilliant, home form, still pretty solid. Got a really, really good 2-2 draw away at Leicester, where we actually had Shabani sent off when we were 1-0 up. We then went 2-1 down, and in the last minute, we then equalised through Chris Lamb. Then Liverpool came along. A 4-2 defeat away at Anfield. Not bad, not bad. The 7-1 has left us now in a very precarious position, because we have got 3 huge games in the battle to avoid the drop against Watford, Palace and Brighton. That's right, today is my first triple header of the series. And it could not have come at a better time, because despite that 7-1 defeat, we are currently sat in 12th. We are 7 points clear of the relegation zone with a game in hand on Brighton, who, like I said, we will be playing today. Watford are down 19th, so you would expect us hopefully pick up a good result there. And Palace are just behind us. Obviously, we came up with them from the Championship. So both teams doing pretty well in that respect. West Brom also, who came up with us last year, are currently safe. We're nearing the halfway point of the season, and there are a few issues that I do need to bring to your attention. The big one was that John got himself injured, and that was part of the problem, to be honest. Bringing Graham Gebby in. Graham Gebby has to go. There's no getting around it. He has to leave the club. He's just not at the level required. He's got very nice attributes here and there, but the mentals, I think, are where he's really letting himself down. You can tell here from the form, there's 6.46s, where we were previously defensively solid, we are now getting found out, and for lack of a better phrase, battered. Bigger Shabani is also injured, which isn't good. I've had to make promises to certain players. Barry McDonnell, I've said that I will sell him if I can find a replacement, which I think I need to for the wingers' sake. Benjon Baptiste, I'm going to offer him a new contract at the end of the season, don't know if I'm going to. And Victor Collazo, I think I pretty much want to sell as well. So there's a lot of issues going on. One good thing that has happened is that I have had a chat with the board, and because of the good financial position that we're in, where we now have £16 million due to mainly the revenue from the TV money, basically I've managed to sort out the wage budget problem, and I also now have £7.5 million to spend. You add in some Collazo money, etc. on top of that, maybe not the worst thing in the world. I mean, the wing position is not awful. Chris Lamb's having a very good season. That's one thing I will say. One of the signs that has worked out is him. Juric is finally beginning to kind of get his form up a bit. Joe Powell's not been awful. But a lot of the signings I've made have been very good. Phillips, Nolan, all the players I brought in the summer, with maybe the exception of Bazza, have played pretty well so far this season. Everyone else, it's been a little bit... Anyway, let's get stuck into the game then against Watford. We'll go through the lineup because I realise I've not walked you through it. This is going to be a huge game at Vicarage Road, and I have decided to, for lack of a better phrase, just risk playing John at the back, because I can't stand the idea of playing Gebby again. I just can't do it. So our lineup then is Nolan in goal, Phillips, Okoro, John and Edmonds as the back four, as has been so good this year. Suzuki, Powell and Juric are in the middle. Lamb, McDonnell, Louise up front. Looking at the Watford team, they've got a few decent players. That's still Ishmael Assar. He's playing up front. I mean, he would be ideal as our left winger, but he's 32 years old now. You kind of forget that's how far into the series we actually are. Games are coming thick and fast as well, which hasn't helped. Having the week-long breaks between the games was really helping the team, I think. But since there's been a bit of fixture congestion, it's become a lot harder. We need to get out of this game, preferably obviously with a win would be brilliant, but not losing it would be the most important thing here. Jan Kuto gets on the ball and drives forward, whips it in. That's a good clearance by Powell, but it's only going to go as far as loser. And I hope he's going to be a loser today. They cleared it straight to Juric. Great ball by Juric over the top to Fernando Luis. Takes a touch, goes out wide, pulls it back. Barry McDonald has missed. Oh, Bazza. The left wing is such a problem position for me. I knew at the start of the season we didn't really have the depth, and we just don't have a player that really is contributing anything on that side. Nearly all the goals are coming from Lam or Fernando Luis. That's a brilliant finish, and I think that might be 1-0 to Watford. It's going to get to VAR. I think he's onside here. We're surrounding the referee, which I don't really condone. It's a goal, and it's a brilliant finish. It's a great ball here by Berg, I think, is it? I mean, that is close. Lehaji, it's a great finish. On second viewing, I mean, yeah, he's pretty good. On second viewing, it did look offside, so they've had one shot and scored. That's the difference in the Premier League. That is the difference in the Premier League. We're absolutely battering them. This is also why I went for a triple header, because not a lot really happens during our games, I have to say, apart from the maulings that we've taken from the big clubs. Mikero playing at 6.3 again. He's meant to be my go-to defender. We're having a very decent game in terms of creating stuff. We've just not been able to finish it. I'm just going to say we've had a lot of shots so far. Keep that up and we will get a goal. We will get... I just have to believe that we will score at one point or another. As the loser whips the ball in. Don't tell me that's a penalty. Are you kidding me, ref? I saw nothing there. This will be a penalty. It's always a penalty. Absolute joke. That's a joke. I saw nothing there to suggest that that was a foul. Ismail Assar puts it away. We're 2-0 down. Pretty undeservedly, it's safe to say. Again, that left-hand side. Barry McDonald, 6.4. Juric, 6.5. Wayward finish. That's all I ever see from us is wayward finish. Wayward finish. I said at some point or another there would be a real turn in form where we began to struggle in the league. This is that moment. This is losing 2-0 away at Watford is exactly not what we need. It's Barry McDonald whips it in. Fabio Silva, who finally did score the other day, hits the post. It's just one of those days. Again. You can't put it down to one of those days when it happens every single match. Some would say that's consistency. Fernando Luis has robbed him here. Go on, Fernando. Pass it. Fabio Silva. Brilliant finish by the goalkeeper. Saved by the goalkeeper, rather. Maximenko. I think I need to change the formation a little bit. If we don't win the next game, I think a change of formation is required. I guess I'm far from pleased with the result. I am, actually. That's a really bad one. That's a really bad one. So, there's your start to the triple header. We start with a defeat. And then we've got Palace in 3 days. 3 days. We've got 3 days to play Palace. Christ. Thank God Bigger Shabani's back. Graham Gebby doesn't seem himself at the moment. What's wrong, Graham? I'll loan you out. I won't. You're going to get sold, mate. That's what's going to happen. Well, it's 3 days later, and we're against Palace. Ben John Baptiste is going to come for Barry McDonald because McDonald's done absolutely... Bazza's just done nothing to make me think he deserves a place in the team. Shabani's back, which is one good thing. At least him and Powell link up well in the middle. Bigger Shabani's been one of our better players, as he always is. This is a team we can beat. We were at their level last year. Collazo finds Juric. Juric on the ball. Collazo whips it in. Boom! Get in, Fernando Luis. Victor Collazo comes in. Swapped him for Michael Edwards, and he's repaid me brilliantly there. It's a superb ball in. And a great finish by the towering striker. If we can get him up to double-figure goals this season, he will be the man that gives us a chance of staying up. Good play here by Juric. Plays it back. Great first-time ball. He's got 2 defenders on him there, and he still wins it. He's an absolute beast. Where would I be, or where would we be, rather, without Fernando Luis? It's going to be one hell of an exciting season, because there's no doubt we're going to be in this shout down here come the end of the season. There's no getting away from it. Collazo into Juric. Lovely ball. Baptiste finds Joe Powell. Joe Powell In the Premier League, just unless it's a penalty, he just can't score. If that's him in the Championship last year, that's a goal. Tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to swap round Juric and Powell. I just want to see if Juric, get him in those positions rather than Joe, and just see how he gets on, because I think he's got better technical ability than Joe Powell. There's no getting away from that. It's just a case of can he be a little bit more clinical in those situations, because Powell gets into very good goal-scoring opportunities. He just doesn't finish them, and it's so frustrating. That Phillips boy up front, I remember last year he tore me to shreds. As R. Phillips gets on the ball and finds Juric. Now, this is where I want him. Juric, great ball, back post. Jean-Baptiste, it's a great... That cannot be offside. If the goal at bloody Watford was onside, that is onside. I am telling you now. Get in! Ben Jean-Baptiste, finally a left winger, scores. And Marcel Juric, I move him into the Mazzala role, and it works instantly. Brilliant ball on that left peg. And what a finish that is. We're 2-0 up against Palace. Massive, massive goals all round. Scenes. Palace coming into it a bit here. They know really, ideally, they need a goal before half-time to get back into this. McCallum on the ball finds Barr. Barr to... I don't want to try and pronounce that. As Gollard smashes it against the bar, Gebby manages to clear it. He's actually doing okay. Well, we've absolutely battered them, but the last couple of highlights have fallen their way. And Raymond John is absolutely knackered, which is not what I need, so I'm going to have to take him off in a minute. Barr on the ball. Find Schmidt. I don't like this. Oh, for God's sake. Phillips. It's a great finish. I wonder who fell asleep at the back post. I wonder. He's just so frustrating. Just look at him. He can see him, and he just lets him wander in. Josh Phillips is some player. Okay, I mean, we've been very good, but that last-minute goals really upset me. Raymond John's got to come off because he's absolutely knackered. Michael Edmonds is going to come on, and he's going to play at at centre-back along with Gebby. He's a bit quicker, so hopefully he'll be able to just track the runners, because some people seem in Here we go. Josh Phillips has only scored 1 goal before today. He plays Billericay, he's got 2. We were 2-0 up. I'll take off John. Look what happens. It is the most insane finish you will ever see. What is the point with these boys? I can't be like that. We're in the Premier League, but I'm so annoyed. I'm going to move Shabani a bit further up as well. So we're going 4-3-3. Because I want to test out that back three. I want to test them out. I don't want to see a goal here. Oh my God. Oh. I mean, we've not won a header since I took John off. The corners are killing me here. Josh Phillips, I hate you so much. I don't believe it. Juric down the wing. Squares it. No one making the run across the front post. It's not like I have 3 strikers there to make that run, is it? Is it? How can you be 2-0 up and lose 4-2? The defence is so bad. Has Lafont got the assist for this? How has none of them won that ball? Look, they're not even getting close to him. Just wandering alongside him. What are you doing? You cannot be 2-0 up. And then we just needed to not concede before half time. Graham Gebby and that stupid mistake has cost me a win here. Well, I am not pleased. I am not happy. That is just the last thing that we needed. Again, we make the chance. If you looked at the stats, very even game. I'm unwilling to experiment. Shut the up. Doesn't matter how much you experiment. When Graham Gebby's in your team, you'll still lose. He is literally gone. This is a huge game of football. An absolutely huge game of football. Graham Gebby, get out of my sight. Okoro and John at least are back together. That's something to look forward to. I'm going to move Juric back into that Mazzala role and Powell on the left as the advanced playmaker, because I do feel we carried a bit more weight in terms of the attacking there. Other than that, we just got to go for it. I had no other option. This is literally my best team. This is a game we need to win. Like, absolutely, unequivocally, need a result here. Either a draw to stop the rot, but at home to bottom place Brighton, you need to be winning. They've still got Yves Basuma, which is incredible, and Lamptey. We've got Buendia still there. That's interesting. Nolan hoofs it, for lack of a better phrase, forward, and we've given it straight back to Brighton, which is ideal. John steps into it. That's what you want from your centre-back. Take notes, Graham. Lamb on the ball. Square it, please. Fernando Luis. Get in! Come on! So much better. Fernando Luis taps it in. Great play by Lamb to set up the goal. Brilliant here by Benjamin Baptiste. We finally maybe found a front three that can do a bit of damage with Baptiste, Lamb and Fernando Luis. Great play by Lamb. Fernando Luis in the right place at the right time. Sweeps it home from 4 yards out. We're 1-0 up against bottom place Brighton. And that might, 40 points is the mark. This would take us up to 21. What a save by Nolan. I don't want to be that high up the pitch. Why are we so high up the pitch? I've specifically put the instructions so that we're not. It's infuriating. We're going to have to praise the boys because, oh no, corner. Juric heads it clear. Well done, mate. He actually gets his head to quite a lot of things as Juric is. Is that Gonzalo Guedes? Oh, what a save again by Nolan, who manages to stop the Basuma pile driver. We've seen plenty of those in our time. Buendia whips the ball in. Great claim by Nolan. Looks like he's a little bit more back to form today as opposed to the other day where he couldn't stop anything. Is that Dean Henderson's? Well, Dean Henderson's giving the ball away. Lamb finds... Oh, he's just overhit it. No. Thiago Tom. The defending is so... They just don't concentrate. They just don't track runners. It's literally... Henderson just whacks the ball over. Davis somehow beats Okoro in the air. And John's just sleeping, mate. He's just sleeping. That's all it takes in the Premier League. Just 1 second of not paying attention. I'm concerned about how many times it's literally just a ball over the top. It's infuriating. It's a mixture of the worst and best defending you will ever see. Mikero Okoro there. Who's this Davis guy? Is it... He's just absolutely destroying. He's 5'10" for Christ's sake. He's absolutely destroying Okoro. Buendia 2-1. Oh, good. It's a good clearance there. Well done, boys. Oh, we didn't hit the ball back. Buendia hits the bar. Thiago Thomas is another bit of brilliant defending. We are clinging on by the skin of our teeth here. It's actually been a very even game in terms of the statistics. It's more the problem is just that when you look at the highlights, we've been absolutely battered. We did really well for the first 20 minutes. After that, atrocious. I don't know how Raymond John's playing at a 7.4. Oh, here we go. Hey, we managed to get it from a goal kick. Juric on the board, squares it for... Oh, no. Don't do this. Thomas to Lamptey. Lamptey drives down the right hand side. The two tiny fullbacks, him v Colazo. Lamptey, this is a goal. The triple header, it's a triple defeat. We're in so much trouble. Okoro's missed header led to the goal. Never. As Watford are beating Man City 4-1. Do me an absolute favour, lad. We're going to the Diamond because I'm fed up of watching this nonsense. Get Shabani on that. Get Juric as a shadow striker. And let's just go for the Diamond. Because there's no... What's the point in playing with wingers anymore? Because literally every time I play with the wingers, they're absolutely atrocious. I knew it was going to be difficult. I didn't realise it was going to be this difficult. These were 3 fixtures that I'd looked at and thought, no, these are winnable. We've not even looked close. We could have won against Palace. We threw that away. We should have been winning this game. We've thrown it away again. It's the defensive mistakes that are the problem. I mean, there's just no marking. There's no concentration. There's no effort. There's nothing to get excited about here. Brighton have had they've hit the post again. They've had every single highlight this half. We've not, since we scored, we've not looked like, and that's a disgusting. Get that. Find Phillips down the line. That's it. Lambie's got the speed. Whip it in. Juric, get in. Come on. 2-2. Yes. That's what I want. Run down the channels. Get Lamb off the shoulder of the last defender with his blistering pace. Look, they can't keep up with him here. Phillips gets it down the line. Lamb, great touch. Whips it across. Bang. Well done, Juric. That's why you put him as the shadow striker. Great finish. Corner. Come on then. Powell. We haven't scored from a corner in ages. Powell. Edmonds, he's at the bar and Lamb's hit it wide. Ah! I mean, a point is okay. It's not brilliant, but it'll do. But I want 3 now. I want all 3. It's been such an even game in terms of highlight. Well, not in terms of highlights, but in terms of the stats. Our players are playing so much better. We're so punching above our weight. It's unreal. Let's not lie here. Powell to Edmonds. Back to John. If we get a goal here, I'm going to absolutely cry with joy. But we're not going. Don't do this. Buendia, ball over the top. Guess what? Mikero is just... I hate him. I absolutely hate him. Just, what is this? He's not... It's a great finish. Sleeping. Just sleeping. Every time it's the same goal. Ball in behind. Or not even in behind. It's just missed header. Missed this, missed that. We've lost 3-2 to bottom place Brighton. I'm throwing the water bottle. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. We've lost 5 in a row, and I've got some serious work to do to get this together. We've got to pick up results and pick them up quickly because we are not going to... It ain't going to be easy going forward from here. I can't see where we're going to get our next win from. Maybe against Leeds. So what I'm going to do then is let's come back for the Everton and Bournemouth games. Which are just in February. Maybe actually Bournemouth and Palace again, because obviously they're 2 teams that are going to be in and around it. We just need to play the teams that are in the relegation, sort of scrap around us and see how we get on. Are we going to stay up? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I've got a massive January ahead of me. I think it's going to be sink or swim with the transfers, but we shall see. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Please do remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until I see you again for another episode, take care of yourselves and stay cool. Triple header, triple defeat, triple anger.